There we go. Welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo Podcast. I am Joey Calvo. I do need to apologize. We did have a little technical error a moment ago, but hopefully everything is fixed. So today we have Duane Parker, finally. He is a country music artist, outlaw country music artist with all kinds of content, and his song Three More Sets has gone to the Cashbox independent country music charts for 8 months, peaking at number 15. Duane, welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay. All right. So explain to me who Duane Parker is. How did we get to where we're at? How did we decide to be a country music artist?
Well, I guess I was born that way. Okay. I sang my first show when I was 5 years old at a fair. I sang Kalijah. And when the crowd went nuts, I knew that's what I wanted to do the rest of my life.
Okay.
So that was a good start.
Okay. So you started at 5, and so you've been an artist all these years, and so how many albums have you come out with that you know that people should be aware of?
I've got 3 that people can get. I've got one called The Bottle of Survival that I did 25 years ago in Nashville. Kitty Wells' bass player was my producer, Keith Bradford. And then I've put out several garage albums, but the last one I did was I Ain't Johnny Cash, and I had that produced in Talladega, Alabama. And I'm going through some administration changes, so the websites are kind of all getting fixed.
Okay.
You can still find it on my Facebook stuff, and keep up with me that way, because I'm not a very technical guy, but I do know how to run Facebook, I think.
Okay. All right, give me one moment. Okay, there we go. All right, so you did all these albums. You're out there, but not really out there. Like,
yeah, I'm not mainstream major label. I'm underground outlaw, because I don't do things the way people think I ought to. I sing my songs about my life, and I refuse to dress like they want and be told what I have to release and do. So I tend to be an independent artist, and I like it that way. Everybody in Nashville, a lot of people know who I am, but I'm not a mainstream artist, no.
Oh, okay. So have you thought? So you're not thinking about going mainstream like the Carrie Underwoods and the Kelly Clarksons and the
no,
the Warren Treaty, those artists.
As long as the integrity of my music stays intact, that might be thought about. But until then, I'll be an independent artist, where I have full control of my creativity and what I put out. Because my fans, they like me for who I am, and yeah, of
course.
I don't feel like changing to make money. Don't mean that much to me. I never had none, so it ain't like I'm missing anything.
Okay. Understood. So, you're just doing it for the fans, and that's a good thing. Because, with the fan base, and then it, builds up to, to where, who knows, somebody may know somebody in the mainstream and say, hey, you know what, this guy's good. Let's give him an opportunity,
Right. It's all
And
about who you know,
yeah,
networking, and
yeah. Have you thought of maybe other types of genre outside of country, like maybe like a smooth jazz or pop or rock or mixing them even like doing a country rock like gee, I wonder who was that famous. Oh my god. Gee, I'll just throw it out the song wise. The Devil Went to Georgia,
oh
where there
yeah,
was a little mix.
Charlie Daniels.
Yes. Well,
So
I unfortunately I forgot it was Charlie Daniels until just now. But I just but that song, just reminds me, and that tells you my age, folks, in reference to Charlie Daniels. God rest his soul. I mean, that
well,
was a great song. That
you
was
know, I have been, they consider me outlaw country because I do mix a little bit of. I mix country with a little bit of southern rock roots. I like Leonard Skinner, the Allman
okay.
Brothers, Johnny Paycheck, and Waylon, and
Okay.
so a lot of my songs, especially off of my I Ain't Johnny Cash album, I've got some 3 more sets to go. Is pretty rowdy, and I've got one. I think my truck's on crack, and that's kind of bluesy
Wow.
country.
Wow. That's a decent name for a single. My truck's on crack. Wow.
Yeah, I think my truck's on crack. Stole my wallet and the tools in the back. I
Yeah.
wrote that about an old boy that didn't show up for work for 2 weeks, and
Wow.
yeah, he said his old lady took off in his truck with his wallet and his tools and his phone and
Yeah.
everything, and said, I think she's cheating on you. He said, no, she's an angel. And I was like, yeah, you're right. She's an angel, but your truck's on crack. You might want to get
Oh my gosh.
some help.
That is interesting. That is an interesting single in reference to that. And I'm picturing it in my mind, like, yeah, I can picture, this happening. So you wrote all these songs. You're not on the mainstream. Have you done any music videos that you like? Like, do you have have you done music videos that
Some, not major production, but yeah, I've got a couple out there you can see on YouTube.
Okay.
I've opened up for some big name people like Marshall Tucker Band and David Allen Cole and
Wow.
George Jones,
Wow.
Gene Watson, T. Graham Brown. I played shows with Tanya Tucker's daughter and
Oh,
David Frizzell's son. And
so you had the opportunity to meet with like Tanya Tucker and the Marshall Tucker band.
yeah.
That what was it like?
Oh, it was awesome, man. We had a good time with them. The only original member was the lead singer.
Oh wow. Wow.
But yeah, that was some good times,
Yeah.
I got to play at the Hank Fest and open up for Gene Watson and T. Graham Brown, and
Mm-hmm.
I played with Little Jimmy Dickens. But I had 2 of the original Drifting Cowboys,
Wow.
which is Hank's band. Lum York, he played the upright bass for Hank, and Don Helms played steel guitar.
Okay.
And they played with me at the Georgiana Hank Fest, and Lum played spoons on stage with me for a song I wrote, Buck Drinks from a Mercedes Hubcap he found on the side of the road. It's about my dog.
Wow.
And
I'm loving these titles and these singles that you created. And we went from a truck on crack to a Mercedes drunk. Wow. I mean, I'm waiting to see what could a Chevy do coke? For all we know next.
well, you're really gonna love this one.
Go ahead.
gas station hot dogs and hot floorboard beer.
Oh God. Well, I won't complain about that one because I can't joke on that one because there are times like when I go to Atlantic City, there is a gas station right near the Atlantic City Expressway I walk to, and what do I get? Sometimes hot dogs. I don't get beer, but I get hot dogs. You know, they don't serve beer. They don't serve beer in the gas stations here around this area yet. Supermarket.
That's why you got to get the one under the seat.
Well, I don't drive, so unfortunately, I can't do that one. Yeah. So you know that they brought back out. Reintroduced Star Search, if you remember back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, with Ed McMahon about a show called Star Search.
I remember.
You thought about, or even going on like American Idol, or trying out for American Idol, or America's Got Talent, and all that?
No, I've thought about it. People's asked me to do it, and I don't think they're, I don't believe that they're ready to accept all this.
You never know. You want to know something? You never know until you try. And the reason why I say that is this, because this podcast has been on 7 years. Since we're coming up on 7 years. We're in season 7, quote unquote. But season 7 now is getting ready to go on radio and TV.
Yeah.
So it's never too late to try or attempt. I got to remember, I can't use that word, but I have to use the word attempt in reference to that. But it never hurts to attempt to even, look into it, because who knows?
It's a good way to get your name out there, but if you ever win something like that, you got to sell your soul to the devil for 5 years, and they don't know your copyrights and all that stuff. And I just, I like being free.
Okay,
but I'll show you. See this guy right here?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yep. I remember.
Oh wait, yeah. So his steel guitar player, the last one, not Ralph Mooney, but Robbie Turner. He signed this shirt to me right before he died, and I went to Nashville to the memorial, and got to hang out with Cowboy Eddie Long. He was the steel guitar player for the Bama band, Hank Jr., and now he plays for Jamie Johnson.
Okay.
Does work with Kid Rock. One of the last outlaws standing beyond Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Billy Don Burns.
Okay.
He's produced Merle and Waylon and all them. And we're in talks right now about me being his opening act for his tour this year. Called 3 Men in a Catalog.
Okay, so you're slowly getting into the mainstream. It's just in a different way, and that's good. That's a good thing. So you have the opportunity now to perform in front of a legend in Willie Nelson.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, Willie is up there in his 90s, and I mean, he's still out there, and I mean, and still smoking it, from what I'm hearing.
Well, I'm sure that his has contributed to his age.
Yeah. I mean, if I had him on the podcast, that'd probably be one question I would ask him is, has smoking it really is smoking weed actually the new lifeline? I mean, I don't do this. I don't do this stuff. So I'm kind of blessed on it, but I'll tell you, and I'm going to be very brutally honest, and I'm sorry, Willie, if you wind up ever hearing this. I'm not into weed because you can stand right outside your door, and I live in Philadelphia, so we can say this is near weed capital of the world sometimes. But I could stand outside, and my nose, no lie, could smell weed, and no one's even around.
Yeah.
No one is literally around. I will step out my door, and I can smell the stuff, and I'm like, somebody's smoking it somewhere, or walk by within the past like 10 minutes smoking it, and it will catch me, and I'm like, oh.
It all depends. It could be a skunk about a half mile down the road, and you never know.
Yeah, it could be that too.
I tell everybody, watch out for the kitty cats that smell like marijuana.
Yeah. I mean, you had to hit me where it hurts. I love cat. I'm a cat lover. But so all right, so you got this opportunity coming up. What else is next for Duane Parker?
I've got a new album I'm gonna start recording this year. I've had a lot of things happen in the past while, but I've got an album that's going to sum up a lot of stuff. 25 years ago, I was a guest of John Conley on the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh.
And 15 minutes before I was supposed to perform, I found out my dad had died, and my manager wouldn't let me play.
Wow.
So I've been trying to get back that one chance to finish what I promised my dad, and I get going good, and then something happened. Get going good, and something happened.
Yep.
Couple years ago, I found out that the woman I was with had been having an affair with my best friend when I was out of town. So that stemmed a lot of songs.
That sounds familiar. except mine wasn't with a best friend. Mine was other guys. In reference to that. So I know what the cheating is like. I know what with the passing of the dad, because I'm coming up to an anniversary myself where, matter of fact, I was married at the time that this happened, and it was on March the 13th. My dad was up there in age. He was 85, and the month before, me and my now ex-wife, we took my parents to Atlantic City. Yes, folks, I am a huge Atlantic City fanatic. If you haven't learned already, but we went to Atlantic City, and me and the ex, we had comp tickets for free tickets for the Price is Right stage show. And so we took my parents, and my mom was able to get around with no problem. My dad was in a scooter, so he's sitting with the scooter, looking at the stage. And I tell you, I never saw in my, but at that time I was 34. I never saw him laugh ever the way I saw him laugh at that show. I mean, I could picture that every opportunity I have. And, he wound up passing away March 13th, 2006. So it, it's just like that memory just keeps coming into my head, and
yeah, you got to cherish that smile and those good times you had.
I did. We also called him Papa Smurf on top of that because he looked like Papa Smurf, minus the red hat, though. Minus the hat, like in the Smurfs, how all the Smurfs had hats. Picture him without one, but he was a great guy, and but My mother, on the other hand, if she, and she is around, believe it or not, folks, my mother is still around at 94. And believe me, if she had heard your music, she probably would be going bonkers because she, growing up, all I would ever hear, and I'm sorry, I'm not a country music fan, folks. No, I'm not.
That's all right.
No. But here's the reason. When your mother is playing nonstop country music in the car, and that's all that goes into your head all day long, you get tired of it. So, yeah. That's why I got into smooth jazz and 70s and 80s and classic rock and all that. But I mean, I do love Charlie Daniels. That's the only exception to the rule. I do love Charlie Daniels. I do love The Devil Goes, Devil Went to Georgia. I love that.
I bet you like to take his job and shove it.
Let's just say it this way. You think that's my mother's theme song? That is one song that she constantly ever would bring out. And her singing it is just like, oh my God. All I hear is, take this job and shove it. No more. Oh my God. And like you said, hearing it out of her cracks me up. But I mean, she doesn't, at this point, that was when I was a kid. Thank God I don't hear that anymore. I mean, like I said, she's up there in age, but she doesn't do that stuff anymore. I mean, her thing now is the Lady in Red. So,
okay,
yeah. As soon as she found out about the Red Hat Club, that was her. But yeah. So she got into that. So,
well, I just for a funny part of this, I don't know if you remember this or not, but John Connor had a song, I Don't Remember Loving You. No, he's in a mental ward, and his old lady comes to see him, and he's like, I don't remember loving you. Give me my crayons, and I write down your name and give it to my doctor because she done drove him crazy.
That's interesting. I never heard of it. I mean,
well, I was on my way to Nashville, and I said, well, that woman done drove me crazy. I need to write a song about that, and I did.
Yeah.
It's called, I played the slide piano at the underwater church. I got a goldfish I named Fuzzy, and he follows me to work. He stole the dog's meow, and he's got the cat to blame, and baby, you're the reason that I went insane.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, it's actually interesting. Like I said, but that's why I'm not into country music. And like I said, to all the country music fans, I'm sorry, in reference to it. Like I said, but please don't get at me because I do like I said, I do love Charlie Daniels. I do love the Devil Went to Georgia, and I've seen other versions of it, believe it or not, of the Devil Went to Georgia, video wise. And some of it cracks me up when they do it. But when Charlie did it, I mean, it was.
But I've seen Thunderstruck on acoustic guitar by this dude out of Louisiana that'd blow your mind.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, there was a video a couple of years ago I came across of The Devil Went to Georgia. And the way it was done, it was really good. It was really interesting.
Have you heard The Devil Went Down to Jamaica?
No. Huh. Oh! So there's a sequel to it.
Yeah, you'll have to look that one up.
Version, no.
Yeah, the Devil Went Down to Jamaica, and he come across this old boy selling some pot, and he wanted to make a bet of whose was better, and you have to check it out.
That's really good. I don't know if it was. There was a version I think, matter of fact, that was the video that I was talking about just now. But it wasn't the devil with the. It was in reference to pot.
Yeah.
It wasn't pot, and of course, Johnny won. Johnny won that one. Won it, of course, and saying, come on back anytime, devil, bring your weed. I'm like, oh my God.
This is stuff that killed Elvis, man.
Yeah, that was funny as hell, though. It was very funny. So, everybody, check out Duane Parker on Facebook. Hopefully, if you follow him on Facebook, you'll find out where where he'll be on, where he will be opening up for the great Willie Nelson.
Well, Billy Don Burns, and I'm gonna be at the Regal Room in Nashville, right outside of Nashville, on the 18th of this month, doing a songwriting round.
Okay.
So they'll keep up with me. Y'all just go to my Facebook page and like and follow, and I keep you updated.
Okay. All right. So there you go, folks. He's going to be outside of Nashville, March the 18th, at the Regal Room. You said?
Yeah.
Okay. At the Regal Room. So search the Regal Room outside Nashville, and if there's tickets available, scoop them up. Come watch them live. Maybe you definitely will probably hear the truck on crack. And probably the Mercedes that got drunk. Well,
if we're doing a show and I ain't on a live radio, I'll probably do my midget stripper song.
Oh God, midget stripper song. Oh my! Oh, this is folks, this is worth going to now. This might be a definitely over 21's concert, folks. But Duane, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
And when you're ready to promote more, just reach out to me directly.
All right? Do it.
And we'll definitely get you back on, and that way we can promote the new song, or that tour with Willie Nelson. For all we know, folks, Duane Parker could be coming to Philadelphia sometime soon, for all we know. Or in Camden. I think the last time Willie was in the area, I think he was in Camden at the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion in Camden, right on the other side of the Delaware River. So Duane
look
Parker.
Look for Billy Don Burns. That's who I'm gonna be touring with.
Okay, Billy Don Burns. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So,
Well, see, Willie, a reason his name was brought up is because he's considered the last outlaw, but Billy Don Burns is, I was comparing him as he's the last outlaw.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So look for Duane going on tour with Billy Don Burns, and who knows? He could be in the Philadelphia area for all we know, between World Cafe Live or the Fillmore or the Met, even down on South North Broad.
You might see me at Ocean City on the boardwalk. You might see me in Ocean City on the boardwalk there, looking at all the girls.
Oh God, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've never been to. You know what? I'm going on 55. I've never been to Ocean City. I grew up in Jersey, no less. I'm a Jersey boy. Okay, I grew up in New Brunswick, lived in Somerset, Edison, Raritan, and then moved to Philadelphia in 2001. Okay, I've never been to Ocean City. I've been to Wildwood. I've been to Asbury Park, but I've never been to Ocean City. So, but definitely, I mean, Ocean City does have those concerts out there too during the summer. So maybe look into it. And if you do, come on here and let us know. Who knows? Maybe I might find a way of getting to Ocean City.
Hell yeah.
All right, everyone. Check out Duane Parker on Facebook. Check for him on tour with Billy Don Burns. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. God bless you all.
See you on the road.
Yep.